Right, let's see what that's like there. Took a while to set this up. Right, let's crack on, shall we? So it appears Mr. Halliman. Oh, you're in early, sir. How the hell are you? How are things? Thank you for tuning in, my friend. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well, sir. So yes, my friend, welcome back, my friends. Welcome back to the channel here. I hope everybody is safe and well. My friends, we are going to be doing a multiplayer session. I have a G Portal, a 4-player G Portal server set up and open. I am going to post in chat the link for the mods that I am using. So let me copy that. Let me paste that in the chat. There you go. So basically, this is I'm on a server. It's a UK server. So there will be some input lag depending on where you live in the world if anybody chooses to join. The password is cat. That's C-A-T. Okay, not cat, not car. Cat, you idiot. Cat, C-A-T. So basically, I've got 4 slots. Obviously, I'm taking up 1, so there are 3 other slots available. If anybody wishes to join, they are more than welcome. The week transfer link there will. There's only 3 mods: Easy Development Console, Simple IC, and the Krone BiG M 500. That's pretty much it. So we're on a base game map, Elm Creek, using base game mods. Anybody is welcome to join. The server name is, I'll put it in the chat. So it's Richard, if I can spell that is. Richard Dower _ Elm Creek. Okay. So yeah, just go on the server list, try join a multiplayer game, search for that, Richard Dower Elm Creek. Just input the passwords, CAT, and yeah. So I have this muted at the moment, right in here. So I don't know if anybody's on Discord. I'm not entirely sure what's the best method in terms of if there is any voice chat necessary. But I can always unmute this, or you can like join on Discord or something like that. I don't know if I even have that chat channel set up. Let me put in my Discord. Number 7523. So that is my Discord there as well. So yeah, basically, we're going to be doing a little bit of grass work here on Elm Creek. I am up by field 25. There's a few buildings around this area here. Okay. I set up the just a quick and dirty kind of editing job here. I set up the the new bale storage capacity thingy jobby that holds 250 bales, right? So I've set that up here. I don't know. What I'm going to do here is basically I'm just going to do some grass work, and I'm going to answer a few questions about the Krone BiG M 500, which obviously was publicly released on Saturday. Answer a few questions about the mod and that type of thing. So I guess the primary kind of, I don't know if we call it an issue, but the primary thing that I've seen so far is in regards My Game Steam's website. Now, just to be clear again, my friends, I have nothing to do with the My Game Steam. What the hell is going on here? I have nothing to do with the website. I have nothing to do with how it is run or set up or that type of thing. But yeah, there have been. And it's not the first mod. Anytime My Game Steam publishes a mod, people complain about how the website, his website is set up, the adverts, that type of thing, the pop-ups, you know. I've got nothing to do with it, you know what I mean? So you know, he has to you know, he's hosting a website, he's hosting 200 plus mods. He needs space, and you know, he needs to generate income from the advertising, you know. I've mentioned it to him many times before. I don't like how his website is set up, but unfortunately there's nothing I can personally do about it. But yeah, that seems to be the primary complaint, is kind of, you know, the downloading of the mod and, you know, the advertising and that type of thing. But as I said, unfortunately, my friends, that is just beyond my control. But you know, there are alternative links that have been set up. You know, there are work upload links, and there are other available links as well. So, you know, it is not the only place that you can get it from in terms of downloading the Big M here. Mr. Mouse 22222222 sent me a message today. He was asking me about a I don't know if it's a bug, but there's a bit of a quirk, I guess, in the Big M when he's mowing grass. I'm going to demonstrate the issue. I know exactly what he's talking about, obviously, because I've used the Big M. So when you're mowing grass, right? And basically when you we'll just demonstrate basically. So when you're mowing grass, now as I said, we're on a server now, so you know the data isn't catching up quickly enough. When you're mowing grass and when you turn, it appears that the mower is missing some grass as you're turning. Now, I'm not entirely sure. Mouse suggested that maybe the width of the grass, you know, so the mowers here, you know, he was suggesting that maybe the you know, the width of how the grass is actually being cut by the mowers needs to be adjusted. I'm not entirely sure if that's causing it or not, but it's certainly something that I could investigate with my games team. But any potential update that we do to the Big M500 won't be quick. So, you know, I would imagine it's probably going to be, unless there's some kind of major fundamental problem or error with the mod, I don't imagine version 1.1 will be out for maybe 2 to 3 months. Because my games team, he's got his own stuff that he's working on, you know. So, you know, his time is rather limited in that regards, and he is also running a Patreon, which means that he has to service his Patreon members with mods. So he does have Patreon exclusive mods and that type of thing. So in terms of an update to the Big M500 here, it's going to be a while. You know, there are no serious fundamental game-breaking issues with the mod itself that would require you know, an immediate update or a hotfix or anything like that. But I certainly understand what Mouse was referring to, because I mean, I've obviously tested the mod and I've experienced what he was talking about myself. It's just a little quirk of how the you know, how the mowers and the width of the, you know, the mowers cuts and stuff like that. So let me kind of give you an example. If I set this off on a worker, okay. So when he gets to the end of the row here, right, he will obviously lift up the mowers, he'll turn around, and he'll do the next row. But with that, once he gets to the bottom of the row here, he will miss some grass. And the reason he misses some grass is because of the way the mowers are set up, you know. And even the Big M, you know, the Big M450, it will do the exact same thing. it misses you know, grass when it's reaches, you know, the next row, as it were. Lower pickup, turn on. So let's just watch this guy here, see what he does when he gets to the end of the row. So you can see how the front mower and the rear mowers here, look. So there's obviously a gap between the front and the two rear mowers at the back. Right? So the AI worker, you know, he's going to stop. See that? The front mower reached first. He'll lift up the mowers. So you can see what he's missed there, look. Right, so now he'll turn around. He'll put the mowers down. The front mower will reach first, obviously. And he'll start again. So you can see there, look, you can see the little pieces that he's missed there. That, I'm afraid, is just the way it is. You know, there's no way to fix that. As far as I'm aware, there's no way to fix that. Those missing gaps or missing pieces. It's just the nature of how the mower heads are set up. Now, I guess what we could do is we can get the big M450 and we'll just test the exact same scenario. And just, you know, see what he does, basically. So this is a base game Giants mod. It's got the very, very similar kind of mower setup here. You've obviously got a mower in front and the two mowers on the sides. This is a 10-meter working width. As I said, we're on a bit... Oh, whoa! That's definitely server stuff going on there. So I cleared the shader cache. Right, so there is going to be a little bit of input lag because, you know, the shader cache has to rebuild again. You know, patch 1.9, it's got a few little quirks, issues that probably won't be addressed until version, I don't know, they might put out like 9.0.1 or something like that, or 9.1.0 or I don't know. Yeah, whenever the next patch is, I don't anticipate we'll see that patch until probably, I don't know, like maybe the end of May, another couple of months. I would imagine we're going to get another DLC sometime in May, I would think. So yeah, unless there's something like, whoa, holy crap, did you see that input lag? Holy Toledo. So unless there's something like fundamentally broken in the in patch 1.9, I don't imagine Giants are going to issue a kind of a hot fix or anything. But we'll see what happens, I guess. Oh! So we'll do this line over here. There's all sorts of activity going on my phone. We're going to do swath. Okay. I'll just line this up here. Give me 1 second there, guys. Excuse me. Had a frog in my throat there, and I don't like to cough on stream, so we'll hire a worker. Let's see what the big M450 does. Now the big M450 is obviously faster, so it's 15 mph versus the big M is 12. Of course, the big difference between the mods here, the big M500 is 13.2 meters and the 450 is 10 meters. But you know, I've actually tested the big M500 versus 450 side by side on an exactly the same sized and shaped field, and the Big M 500 completes the task, or cuts the grass, or cuts the field grass quicker because of the the bigger working width, even though the 450 is technically faster. So let's just see. So he's going to raise the front more. He's going to, let's see what he does here. He's going to turn around, obviously. He's got rear wheel drive, this guy. So the rear wheels are whereas the Big M500 has all wheel drive, but the mower's down. So he's done that there. Okay, let's test him on something else. Let's see. I mean, let's just try something else here. Let's find another field, because this field is almost cut. Do we have another field that we can go on quickly? Field, let's see. Oh! Field 38. Let's go on field 38 and see what that one is like. Got this nice field here. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to give this guy a little bit of a head start. I'm going to give him a bit of a headland here, because the trees there are very, very close to the edge. So I'm going to let him have a little bit of a an easy time of it here. Put a headland on it. Give him a nice large headland, so the AI worker does not complain. That is a substantial headland. He should have no issues there turning around. Okay, let's put him here. Hire worker. So what I want to see is how he does when he turns around, basically. Does he miss any grass when he turns around on an AI worker? So we are on Elm Creek. We are on a multiplayer server. We are using a G-Portal server. G-Portal, reasonably priced, very easy to set up. I'm not partnered or affiliated or in any way associated with G-Portal. I paid for the server myself. It's a four-player multiplayer server. It is open to anybody who wants to join, so he didn't miss any grass. So that's interesting. Let's see what he does at the bottom here. So why would the Big M then be missing some grass when it's going up and down? How is it set up differently that it's missing grass? Is it the AI worker or what is it, I wonder? Okay, so he's going to turn around now. Okay, and he didn't miss any grass. Let's see that. That interesting? I don't know. What is let's put him over to this field as well. OTD. I think it's the location of the rear mowers. OTD. because they're on the back, and I mean, how would they be that different though? Oh, that server lag. So if you look at the Big M here, right? So obviously, the Big M 450 has them in the mid section, right? They're on in the middle. This is on the front, and these are at the rear. The 450. Oh, in front. Do you think it's something to do with the wheels? You're right. So, yeah. So it's in the center of the wheels, whereas this one is all the wheels are at the back. I don't know if that's maybe it. I'm just wondering, you know, if there is some kind of a grass cutting issue. Can we fix it, basically, what I'm thinking of? As I said, I've just assumed that it was just the way the bloody thing was, you know, the way it is. Let's see what he does again. Distance between the front and rear motors is what is greater. Yeah, there is a certainly a larger distance. They're much closer together than we'll say this is. I don't know. I just don't know if that's something that could be fixed. You know, with the making adjustments. I'm not sure if it can. I think it's just the nature of how the the motors are. It's designed and set up. I mean, I can certainly talk to my games team about it, and maybe we could do something about it. I just don't know. So you see what happens here? Look. See the patch of grass that he misses. So now he'll turn around. He'll go to the next row. So he's going to miss two patches here. Look. Puts it down. So you can see there. Look, he misses the. He misses a couple of patches of grass. So, and then Mouse was saying something about the turning with the Big M500. So what he was saying was, if you say do it manually, okay, and then you turn, that it misses some grass. Kind of in that way. Now let's try wide swath maybe. Let's see about that. And I'll just turn fast. So I'm not entirely sure about the turning. It's possible that it could be just driver error, I guess. I don't know if it's a fault of the mod or anything. I know exactly what Mouse is talking about because I've experienced it myself, but I just assumed it was just a quirk of the how the motors were set up more than an error per se. So I missed a little bit there. Yeah, when you kind of turn like that, it seems to me like the front motor misses a little bit. Okay, if I turn again. Yeah, it's the front motor. I don't know if that can be fixed. I really don't know. My guess is you probably can't fix something like that. I mean, it's not a big deal or anything, and you can always obviously go back and just chop the little pieces that you missed, So I understand why, someone mentioned it to me today. And then some people were talking about they had some like server issues, but server issues are server issues. It's not the mod. So we're on a dedicated server here. There is obviously some input lag, obviously. You know, that's the nature of servers. So we'll go down through the list. So what I'm looking for once again is, you know, is the Big M itself generating any errors? And from everything that I've seen so far on single player testing and multiplayer testing, I don't believe that the Big M is actually generating any issues or errors. And that's kind of the way that you know, we test it. So for example, obviously you have modded mods, you have maybe mods from the quote-unquote dodgy websites. It is impossible to test every single mod. You know, it's just, you know, it's time-wise and physically, it's just not possible to be able to test every single particular, you know, possible setup or configuration with a, you know, a mod that you're making or testing. So how we test is we use a single player map, base game mods, nothing else installed, just basically the Big M, you know, in the mod folder, and we, you know, we obviously load it in, we test it to make sure it's working fine, we look for any log errors, that type of thing. You know, we test all the basic functions to make sure everything is working as it should. And you know, obviously I have tested the Big M on a dedicated server as well. It is error-free once again. So, you know, in terms of using it with other mods, it's, you know, it's just not possible to test it with every single mod hub mod or every particular map or every configuration or whatever, every game save. You know, it's just not possible. So the most we can do is test it with base game mods, base game assets. You know, on Elm Creek and, you know, the base game maps, test it with base game mods, see if it functions, you know, as it should, that type of thing. So for example, we had someone contact us and said that they're, you know, when they loaded in the Big M, that it broke their game save. But we have no idea, for example, how that person has their particular game save set up, and what mods they have installed, and what configuration settings they have installed, what key binding settings, what graphics settings, what camera settings, you know, field of view, that type of thing. So it's impossible for us to be able to, you know, analyze and test those kind of particular, you know, everyone's individual game saves. You know, all we can say to people is start a new game save, load in a base game map, you know, Elm Creek or whatever, reset your key bindings, don't have any other mods in your mod folder, just have the Big M500, no other mods, load in, check the in-game log, you know, to see if there's any errors in the log, that type of thing. And you know, if the mod itself is clean and it's functioning as intended, then, you know, that is kind of outside the remit of you know, that's kind of, you know, we're not going to be testing every single, you know, mod that exists. You know, it's just not possible. Once the actual mod itself is functioning correctly, then anything really else is kind of, it's just not something we can, you know, test for. So we have the why are the bales being spat out on an angle? Is that server stuff? What is going on with these bales? They're... Look, why is it turning? I wonder if that's a is that a server thing? So we spit out the bale. Look, it turns. I don't know. That's a bit weird. I don't often experience that. I think that's probably something to do with the dedicated server. There must be some kind of a lag or something. So yeah, we have the multi-pallet storage thingy set up over there. I think we're just going to try and fill it up with bales, basically. I'm going to try and get 250 bales and just stick them in the old side of there. So obviously I can speed this up by putting the baler on the back of the Big M. Should probably get some loading wagons, bale loaders. So that's 14 of them. Get the grass up here as well. Oh, crap. Some slight input lag there. Oh, those bales just do not want to move. Maybe should have put a front weight or something on the front so I could push them out of the way. Or there might be like a bale pusher or something. So yeah, the obviously the Big M500 was released on Saturday now. It's going very, very well so far. I'm very happy with the release. There are already a few mod review videos on YouTube. Other people downloaded and used it and did mod reviews. Grass over here that I missed. So we're going to try and get all the little bits and pieces. I'm very OCD about my grass, so I need to make sure that I get like every little single bit of this stuff. Grass definitely triggers my OCD. Yeah, I'm definitely getting some input lag, but I can feel it just in the the movement of the tractor here. I have to set I've got the bale size set to 240 centimeters. Mr. Totster 12 was live. He is live on Twitch at the moment. Tony Miff is live on Twitch as well at the moment. Do we have a bale counter? Does it tell me how many bales that I've... Does it not? I don't think it... I don't think it tells you how many bales that you have. You know, there's no statistics. It's not that I'm aware of. And we have the silage additive as well installed. So yeah, I am kind of I have been thinking about, you know, some of the stuff that maybe we're going to do for version 1.1 of the Big M500. I have a few ideas, you know, and there's a couple of mods on the mod hub. Advanced, there's a mod for called like Advanced Dashboard or something. So you see kind of the, you know, like the monitor screens here. I'm thinking maybe I might try and do something with that and implement kind of more advanced dashboard, you know, monitors in cab and that type of thing. But that's certainly going to be a while. So yeah, we're going to try and get Sir Mouse. How are you, sir? How are things? Thank you for tuning in, sir. Appreciate that. So yeah, Mr. Mouse, we were discussing the that issue or that quirk, I guess you could call it, with the you know, cutting grass and turning with the Big M and that type of thing. It misses a little piece and that type of thing. As I said, I am aware, sir, of what you're talking about because I've experienced that myself. I would have to consult with my game team whether it's a bug or just kind of the nature of the way the mowers are set up. I'm not entirely sure. My guess would be it's probably just the way the mowers are set up. Whether it could be fixed, I genuinely don't know. I'll certainly talk with him about it. My guess would be, you know, I know you were saying maybe to change the working width of the rear mowers, you know, the cutting of the rear mowers, that type of thing. I don't know. I mean, it has to be like 13.2 meters, so I'm not entirely sure if we were change the cutting, you know, the cutting width, how that would affect maybe say the overall specs of the mower, like. So yeah, we will certainly take it under advisement and we'll look at it. I can't guarantee that that we're going to find a, you know, a solution, or if it is a problem or anything. We'll certainly look into it anyways for you. You know, I mean, anything that is, you know yourself, Mouse. If you miss something at the end of a row or turning around, I guess you just have to go back and cut it again, I guess. Take a little bit more time, obviously, but I mean, it's, you know, it's not necessarily a bug. You know, I don't think it's a bug anyway. I think it's just the way the front and rear mowers are designed. So yeah, we're going to make 250 bales, and we're going to plop them into the the new storage silo thingy. And I'm going to try and pick up all this grass off the ground if I can. Get out of the way, birds, god damn it. So I'm on a UK server, but I don't know, even though my ping is quite good, I'm experiencing a little bit of lag, I guess you'd call it. Oh. Come on, Bale, move out of the frickin' way. So we have that set up over there. Let's get this here. Right, what else did we miss? All is here. I know that John Wick 4 is supposed to be coming out soon, so I'm going to try and give I'm going to give the first 3 movies a rewatch. Very good movies, I have to say. Plot is a little thin, I guess, for the type of movie it is, it's very good. It's good at what it does. This field has stones on it. So it is fixable. Just lengthen the rear cutter in the center. So let me try and clarify this with you. So are you talking about the front or the rear motors, Mouse? It is fixable. Just lengthen the rear cutter in the center. So what you're saying is extend. So you have this area here at the back, right? And there's obviously a gap. So that gap there, right? This gap here should match the width of the front motor, right? Correct? So in the real world, the rear motors are 4.3 meters on either side, and the front one I believe is 3.6. So, and that is like a total of 3.2. So what you're supposed to do is your front motor is supposed to be equal or wider than this area here, right? Now, I could be mistaken, but I'm fairly certain that that front motor is wider than the gap between the 2 rear motors. I mean, you can clearly see that nothing is actually being missed. And if you look at the kind of the So you can clearly see that the front moor cuts more than the two rear moors. So I kind of understand what you're saying, but I don't know if it would make any difference. So what you're essentially saying is extend the cutting distance and move them in closer in this area here. But if you were to do that, then visually how it cuts it, I don't think it would match though. So visually it has to make sense as well. So you can see how much of the gap that was left here between the two moors. It should match this area here. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, you know, I would certainly talk to my games team about it. Said I don't know if that could be fixed. At least in a I guess a realistic way. I don't know. We'll certainly look into it. It doesn't need to be visible. You only need to extend the cutting script. We'll certainly take a look at it. Grease Monkey, how are you, sir? Thank you for tuning in, sir. Appreciate that. Yes, change the rear cutting width just to the inside of the rear tires. That way you have a need for the front. You have a need for... Yeah, I mean, yeah, that should be in the XML. Can certainly look into that. Change the rear cutting width just to the middle of the rear tires. That way you still have a need for the front moors. Yeah, we could certainly do that. If it's only like an XML thing, then that shouldn't be an issue. So where would you extend from? You extend it to the inside of the tire or the outside of the tire? So you want it extended inwards to the inside of this tire here, this area here. As I said, the way it is now, it stops here basically, the cutting. So that would be, you know, just kind of the a little bit in from the outside tire, I guess. At least I think so. Hold on a second. Where is the... So it's actually here, look. So this is the ejector part here. So it's actually stopping here, look. You can actually see the cutting blade inside. Oh, you idiot. Inside of the tire. Inside the tire so you don't miss some grass while turning. I mean, it's certainly possible. If it's just like an XML adjustment, I don't see why that's not an issue. So the grass like cuts in here, right? It stops about here. Look, and you can actually see the blade in there. So she stops about here, right? So you want to move it in a little bit closer into the wheel. So instead of stopping here, you would put it in a little bit more, I guess. That is, I mean, that's, you know, that's certainly possible. Obviously, you know, practically, you know, we can't have the moors, you know, they need to be able to fold, so they can't actually, you know, be too close to the physical wheel. Let's see how the 450 is set up. Oh, it is, look. Ah. So the inside moor here is is identical to the look, so you can see it here. So that's where the edge of the cutting is. Then it goes along here, and it reaches the edge of the wheel here. Look. Yeah, that is something we could definitely look into. Because I've been testing the 450, and she doesn't miss any bits when she turns around. So if I set this one off, right, she'll cut away. Now OTD was saying it's because of the location of the rear motors. So when he turns around now, right? Okay. He'll plop it down. Now you see that? He doesn't miss any bits. But when I do this one, yeah, you're just extending the cutting width in the XML. As I said, when you put this on a worker, see the way he turns around here. Why did he miss those bits there? Let's see what this guy does when he turns around. So I think there's some server lag here. So he lift up the mowers. So he does actually miss some bits. Puts it back down. It obviously depends on what objects are around the field, but yeah, he does definitely miss some pieces. Some input lag here at the moment. Holy crap. So yeah, we can certainly we'll certainly look into it. Mouse. But I don't imagine it will be I don't imagine it'll be something that we will, push out kind of right away, maybe for version 1.1. But version 1.1 is probably going to be probably a couple of months away, I would say. Because in version 1.1, I do actually want to have the dynamic hoses installed on the mod. As I said, they're kind of just static hoses at the moment, and I want kind of a more advanced hosing system in the next version of the mod. But that's going to take time because it takes time to actually do those properly in Blender and Giants Editor. I want to do some stuff with the in-cab, with the monitors, make them more advanced, more interactive. There's some new mods, so like a dashboard display mod that came out. That I'd like to kind of play with and see what it's like, and maybe see can I implement some of the features of that into the Big M. So these screens here, see that's smaller, the Krone, so that's a CCI 200, a small Krone green one. I'd like more kind of be able to scroll through the screens and have more information and actually you know, be able to interact with the monitors in some way, where you know, with like a mouse, you know, like a mouse pointer type thing, you know, where you could actually, you know, click through you know, certain aspects of the information on display here, you know. So that's maybe for, you know, 1.1 or whatever. So we are going to say our objective today is maybe to get 250 bales, and we're going to just stick them into the that new storage silo thingy. So I haven't used it myself yet. Of course, we have the Go Wild DLC on Tuesday. I'll be taking a look at that and see what it's like. It looks very nice so far. You know, it looks quite advanced in terms of the level of detail on the mods. The new kind of menu control screen that pops up gives you kind of a visual animation of the you know, the chambers and that type of thing, you know, the fill capacity of chambers, and so it's got some interesting new kind of features, I guess, that'll probably be implemented going forward on you know, more balers and that type of thing. Certainly for FS25, I think we're going to see more advanced kind of balers and you know, a visual representation of what's going on with them. Right, so we missed a few spots here, obviously. Wouldn't mind if I had like a bale pusher mod or something to move these bales out of the bloody way. I'm not sure if that poplar thing, isn't there something for poplars that moves bales out of the way? This thing, look, the bumper. I wonder would that work to move the crap out of the way. That might actually work. God damn it. Bloody bales. So I don't know how many I've made so far. Just 250. Jesus. Few little bits and pieces here. This is my OCD kicking in. Obviously a farmer in the real world would not do what I am doing. Be a waste of time and fuel. So I guess the kind of the next mod that I'm hoping to kind of get involved with in terms of my game Steam, where I want to do the Volvo A40G. You know, the big dumper from 19 that we worked on. I think that's might be the next project. I know that Nanos has put out a version of it already. But we're going to kind of like to do the My Game Steam version of it. And I think we could probably retain most of the FS19 features. Whereas Nanos, because you know he kind of he left out a lot of the features. So I think we should be able to restore most of the FS19 features. And we'll have a Volvo dumper, you know, capable of holding 2 million liters of materials. Well, it's completely unrealistic, but you know, for mining and construction maps, you know, people like that kind of stuff. I also have there's a mod from 19, it's a Bromar. It's a massive mother bin, 150 ton mother bin. That is on my radar as well. But that's going to need a full, pretty much rebuild it in Blender. So it's something I have my kind of my eye on, but I don't know if my game Steam wants to do it or not. Because we know we don't have any outside of the big. I think we have the Kuleman mother bin, and then we have the base game Walkabout. We have no Bromar mother bins, so I wanted to get a new kind of mother bin brand in Farming Simulator. I think the Bromar is quite a nice one to maybe. Because it was like originally an FS17 mod, and its 3D model is very, very old and dirty looking. It needs a complete rebuild. We'll see how things go. I've been working slowly on another update to the Stair, the 8150, you know, the Forestry edition. So I've got like a version 1.2 kind of mostly done, I guess. So there will be like a 1.2 of the Stair eventually. I think that's it for this field in terms of the picking up the grass there. Bales there. So where the hell is that other field? It's over here. I am going to go and grab the bale stacker thingy. So we'll head to the shop. If I can, if I know where I'm going, that is. Whoa! Holy crap! Lord of mercy. Has anyone downloaded the new JCB icon pack from the mod hub from Ross and Mods? Has anyone checked that out? Is it worth looking at? JCB was my favorite go-to tractor in 19, but not so much in 22. I'm trying to, use different tractors, I guess. So I was wondering if this thingy here at the front might be able to push some bales out of the way. And it obviously weighs a little bit as well. So like the JCB, I don't know, could use a couple more screens. Another monitor or something in here might be nice. But she is a fast boy. That's the big advantage of the JCB. She is fast. It's over here. Oh, where am I going? Where am I going? Oh, crap. I've got traffic turned off. Go. I wonder, should I get it like a little telehandler front load or something? I could use this to move the bales, couldn't I? That's 25 horsepower. This is 41. So that's the... Oh, this is electric. I don't think I've used this before. Now we have the... Oh, excuse me. What am I doing? What am I doing? So they're front loaders. Front loader duals. That's a bale spike. What should I use? That's a manure fork. That's a round bale fork. Bale king. I don't know what to use. Does anyone know what I should use with this thing? That's a round bale. Is that for a square bale handler? I don't know. I don't think I've used this thing before. Oh my god, 12 mph? Holy crap. Could I maybe load it onto a truck or something? She's a little bit frickin' slow. Maybe a sticker on the back of a vehicle. Hilarious. Oh, that's bad driving there. Bad driving. She's a little bit quick on the reverse here. Just take it a bit easy here. She's not exactly straight. Oh, god damn it. Do I strap her down? Would she strap down this thing? Oh shit, oh shit. Ah, god damn it, what's happening here? Okay. God, what the hell? The frick? This thing's gone insane. Lord have mercy. I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, that would get annoying after a while. It's a bit wobbly, this thing. Alright, we'll drop this down so we can use this to load the pallets into the storage area. Take it a little bit easy so we don't flip over. And we shall drive on the actual roads. Nice and easy. And there we go. Trailer. Yay. So I guess we can test this out here, look. Oh shit. That's not good. You son of a bitch. God damn it. Son of a beast. Look at this bollocks. Ah, shite. Yeah, god damn it. Lord have mercy. I thought that was going to work. I really did. Shit. Now what are we going to do? Will we get a wheel loader? We've got the Volvo. But then this is the biggest, baddest badass in the game. That is a wheel loader. What the hell is this? This is for like manure or silage or some shit like that. I mean, I guess the only one is that one. Although, there has to be something else here, right? This is a bale fork. Let's try this one. How does this thing work? I don't know if I like the design of this thing. That thing scares me. You can't go wrong with a paddle fork. So there's the Kloss. I think this is one of the largest wheel loaders that they make, as far as I know. They may have something larger. Very nice mod. Highly detailed. It has a spinny fan on the side, which I've never noticed before. How did I not notice that there was a fan on the side here spinning? Look. Ah. Jump, idiot. Oh, let me do it. Yeah. It's a fan on the side. Very nice. See, you got there's a PTO shaft in there that spins as well. So I guess this is a good example of kind of the dynamic hoses. See, these are dynamic hoses. So you can actually see that the hoses move with the articulation of the pistons and everything. Look. So these are they're like a skin mesh. They kind of they expand and contract and their shape changes. So they're dynamic hoses. So that's kind of what I wanted for the Big M500. Whereas at the moment we have static hoses, where they don't actually physically move. Apparently there's no collisions on the street signs on multiplayer as well. see the inside of the engine as well on this thing. On the opposite side. So let's pick up a bale and see, can we do this? Unfortunately, that little Schaefer just wasn't up to the task. Bales are too heavy. This one is no problem, obviously. Will it just take the bale, I wonder? It does, yeah. Just takes it. Okay, so yeah, we will just use that. I mean, we only have to kind of push him in, really, you know. We don't necessarily have to, you know, load each one individually. We just have to push him into the bloody thing. Oh! Holy crap. Alright, transporting mode. No, I was thinking I just like plop these outside and see what happens to them. I don't know if I have to push them in or not. Looks like we're gonna have to push these bad boys in. Or if I can get them from the bottom and just hoosh, kind of, you know, hoosh them in, yeet them. That could be a thing as well. There we go. Perfect. That will do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. So we got 6,500 liters. Now, obviously, you can do this a number of ways. You can get an autoload trailer, whatever. Kind of the physics of this is quite forgiving, because I mean, in the real world, you would have to, you know, you wouldn't be able to do it like this. It'd have to be kind of a, not edgeways, but flat on, or I guess like this. You know what I mean? They'd be like this. You'd have to get them like that. Here, definitely getting some input lag. That 11. So these are 2,600 litres. They're 240 centimetre bales, which is the largest. But I may have to go for the smaller 220s or 180s, whatever they're called. We're full. $250 bales is quite a lot. Unload bales. Just leave that there for a second. Might be more efficient to oh, no. So maybe push in a couple of stacks at a time. Go. I'm not sure how many bales I've left on this particular field here. It's 8 bales. Should have 14 at least. It's 12. So yeah, we got 15. So that's and not all of this field is done. So we got 14, 28, 38, 40, 43 bales so far off this particular field, so that's full. Now, let's see, can we do this without killing ourselves. Or crashing into the other bloody thing. There we go, that's that one. So we have this one here. So we'll just push all these in, I guess. See how we do. I don't think it matters how you push them in as long as you do. So we have 43 bales of 250. Why is this thing moving? The hell? Let's go and cut the last of the grass over here. Stuff that we missed. SWAT dropping again. Get all the bits and pieces that we missed. We can cut the borders as well. That we missed, we can clean up. So yeah, this is the Krone BiG M 500. It's a new mod released Saturday for MyGameSteam. So that's mods.mygamesteam.com. It's a PC only mod, of course. A bit of a beast. get all the little bits and pieces that we missed at the ends. Might as well take full advantage and get as much grass as we can off these fields. That's, oh, holy crap, whoa, the hell was that? That's some serious server lag there, holy shit. Lord have mercy. Of course we have simple IC in cab, as you can see. Anything with a white X, you can open the doors, the buddy seat, you've got the clock up here, that type of thing, the wipers. Get the orders here as well. So we could obviously put a baler on the back of this. See how close we can get to the trees here. We're killing ourselves, that is. So this is a 13.2 meter sub-propelled moor, obviously. Largest sub-propelled moor in the world. Yeah, the Krone BiG M 500. My game steam. Again, as your in-cab view and your monitors here shows you the your working hours, the in-game time, kilometers per hour, RPM, max speed. Everything is kind of functional in cab or the on the monitor screens. So this is all green gold, you know, the borders here. This is all money, so you might as well cut the damn stuff. Bits down here that we missed. Alright, so that's all that. So there's stones on the ground. So that wouldn't be very good for your mowers in the real world. You'd certainly want the you want to get those stones off the ground before you start mowing the grass. Because you'd ruin all your blades and your cutting heads and that type of thing. So we are on field 25, which is a field I haven't done before, on Elm Creek. It might be nice to do something a little bit different. Right, let's just do this. Oh shit, I turned it off. God damn it. Oh, you idiot. Wrong freaking button. The reverse lights. That's just my bad driving. all-wheel steering as well, as you can see. Server lag there. Yeah, that's server lag. Holy shit. Lord of mercy. Rabbit Man, how are you, sir? How are things? Thank you for tuning in, sir. Appreciate that. Hope you were doing well. Yeah, there was a. So originally, this mod was made for Farming Simulator 13. Is basically when the kind of the first 3D model came out. It's been updated over the years by numerous modders and brought forward, you know, 13, 15, 17, 19. So on the mod description for this particular mod in the credits section, there's like a list of 80 names. So these are the people that worked on this various mod over the years. So when we were putting the mod together, I went back through the various mod archives and all the way back to FS13. So I basically searched for every Krone BiG M 500 and you know, to make sure that everybody who worked on the mod was, you know, credited and that type of thing. So this is the most kind of I guess modern, most detailed version of the BiG M so far. So we have all the new hosing and that type of thing on the mod here. Look, oh, what the hell? So you have all these hosings, the new brass springs that we put on this here. Look. Brass springs here, brass springs here, back here as well, springs here, the wires and the cabling, that type of thing. So it's a very, very detailed mod now. It's a very, very high level of detail on this thing. This here as well. That's a new part that's on it as well. We have several Vaderstad seeders in game. I wish we would get one with the tramline system. Are there no mods with tramlines? I thought that might have been a thing. I would check the modded Rabbit Man. I'm fairly certain I've seen some mods with a tramline. I mean, I know that you can open the, you know, the left and right, you know, thingies for the tramlines. I mean, isn't there something in the base game mod for that? I mean, don't they all have tramlines, these things? Look, that's what you're talking about, isn't it? Where you can put these thingies on the left and the right down. Now, I know there was a horse mod that had another kind of tramline system as well. That one has a tramline system. Vaderstad. Do these not have tramlines? They do. Look, they see the two little wheels at the back. Don't they go down and make tramlines? I thought that was a thing. And these are the things up here. Look, they're tramlines as well. Do these not move and operate and that type of thing? I thought they did. Shall we do some mowing with the baler? Just switch things up. So this is a rear PTO extension on the back of the BiG M. Okay. So it connects up here, obviously. It's got the connection points, hydraulic, electrical, your PTO. So what you can do with the Big M here, you can obviously lower it. The SWAT dropping is already on. You need that, obviously. You can unfold the baler, lower the pickup, turn on the baler, then select the Big M500. You can turn that on, and you can crack on. So this is kind of a practical demonstration of doing two jobs at once. Trouble is the deck. Really? So they don't actually make tram lines in the ground? That's interesting. That should be easy to mod, Rabbit Man. I'm fairly certain that's where you can actually have them have the tram lines on the ground enough. Because obviously that is a real world thing. I'm fairly certain that should be easy to put into the XML. What I could do is I'll take a look at one of the 19 mods with tram lines and see, can I put it into the 22 version of the beta set for you. I don't imagine it would be that difficult to do it. As far as I'm aware, it's just an XML thing. Yeah, it's not doing too bad. I'm very happy with the overall quality of the mod and how it turned out. You know, there's always, me being a perfectionist and OCD. There's always things that you can do, and certainly that I'd like to do with the Big M here to make it more detailed, higher quality. The usual stuff. But it for the kind of the official FS22 version for 1.0, I think it's a bloody good job. It's better than the 19 version in my opinion. It's the most detailed version so far. So what we'll probably do is we'll take a back seat, kind of update it quietly in the background over the next 2 or 3 months. Might not be doing any streaming with version 1.1 or doing updates or anything like that, but I'll be doing things quietly in the background. So yeah, there's a kind of a good example of with the Big M500. You can basically do two jobs at once. Farmer Klein is on live on YouTube. He's doing American Truck Simulator. So yeah, I don't imagine the tramline stuff. Yeah, Giants have a tendency to put stuff into mods but not actually enable them, if that makes sense. So I'm very surprised that they didn't put down the tramline stuff. So as you can see here with the Big M500, it's got the horses behind it to be able to do two jobs at once, That baler seems to be missing bits for some reason. Don't know why. Could be just a multiplayer thing or a dedicated server thing. It doesn't miss it on single player. So what I tried to do with the Big M is when I'm taking corners with equipment, I tried to, I don't try to do really sharp corners or anything. Just kind of gently turn, so it doesn't actually, miss any bits. see the map data they're updating. Look, it's whoa, oh, what the hell was that? Holy shit! That was holy crap. That was weird map updating crap. Holy Toledo! Like it's not cutting some bits here at the edges. I think that's probably just the map. That's a collision there on the bloody tree. So there are full collisions on the moors, just be aware of that. So yeah, you can, you know, I think there's another mod up there. I think there's the ultimate baler pack or something where you can put a like a wrapper on the back of a baler or something. So you can basically do like all 3 jobs in once. You can cut the grass, you can bale, and yeah, you can bale the grass, and then you can wrap it at the same time. I think that's the ultimate baler pack is on the mod hub. Bits here. So baling and wrapping in one. One kind of action, I guess, or one kind of goal. We're going to have to do some windrowing on this field here as well, because obviously some of it hasn't been swathed or anything. Get some of the bits that we've missed. A tight turning radius there, as you can see. Oh, we're getting some input lag again on the server. Shit. On console, I'm going to see wheels, roll, and then try and make tram lines with the two-legged subsorter. Oh yeah, absolutely. Give it a shot there. I would probably, I'd say maybe check the mod hub. There may be like a planter or something with the working tram lines. It's certainly possible. So your turning radius with the beta is somewhat limited, as you can see. Look, you know, you can't get like the tightest turns or anything. It's just the nature of how it's connected to the rear, the PTO attached and everything. This bit over here. Oh, shite, that's bad driving. So you can obviously, you can fold them more obviously and still, bail. When am I next on episode? I will who modded the Cedars. Yeah, I know for a fact that there's a Horse Pronto. You know the Horse Pronto, the 9DC. There's one there on 19 that was definitely had working tram line stuff, and it works on the actual ground as well because I actually used that in 19. I think there was a tramline mod in 19 as well, if memory serves. So the map is the 6-meter and 8-meter version. So the map here is updating the ground textures here. Look, it's getting a bit funky here at the moment. don't know how many bales that's that many. I don't have any bale counter. I don't think there's a bale counter on or statistics on multiplayer. I don't think that's a thing. See the kind of the grass data. Look, it's changing as I'm driving downwards. Look. It's a bit weird. Just that I'm gonna have to windrow this grass now as well. Definitely a little bit funky, this grass. Back down and get another pass. Watch for bloody bales. Oh, holy shit. Look at that, look. Jeez. Crap. You're playing on Edgewater for swathing. Yeah, I tried the Edgewater. It wasn't my kind of map. You know, I was doing the flax swathing and that type of thing. It, you know, it was certainly something different, but I don't know if I wasn't a huge fan of it, to be honest. I think it's more the map more than the you know the new crops or the flax swathing. Very, very difficult map. So I think that's most of this field done now. At least we'll cut the grass in this second field here. So once again, I'm not quite sure how many bales have been made. So all this field should be done now. At least I think it is. Doesn't look like that many bales have been actually spat out, but of course I haven't collected all of the grass yet. And these are 240 centimeter bales, so they're the largest bale types. Obviously I could make them just one, you know, standard 180s, and that would, you know, produce more bales. Put a large swath there, look. Oh, bloody bale. Get out of here, Bale. Oh, more server lag. That's a tree. It's also a tree. Bloody tree. Oh, shite. That's also a tree. I'm gonna get this SWAT over here. So I'm not too sure how long more I'm going to go. Probably not too long, I don't think. I can certainly pick this up at another time, another stream. Right, I love this sign. You done? Oh yeah, they were not too bad, you know. I mean, just basically just changed one of the decals. It wasn't a big deal or anything like that. You have to give credit to the original modder who actually, you know, made the signs, you know. Just kind of changing a decal wasn't a big deal. The FS2 YouTuber. Can if you're on PC. So this is the I've set this. So this is a multiplayer map, but I've set it to. It's basically it's not for console because of the Big M500 here is a PC only mod. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah. So this is the base game Elm Creek. So it's a base game map. Unfortunately, the Big M500 is a PC only mod. So it's not, you know, it's not cross-platform compatible. Yeah, sorry about that. This mod is definitely not going to be on a console. Yeah, the poly count is way too high on this particular mod here to be allowed on console. I don't know. I think that's kind of most of the stuff there that I wanted to do. Are there any console mods where you could put a like on the Big M450? Are there any console mods on the mod hub that you could put a like a baler on the back of the Big M450? Just wondering that. There probably might. I'm sure someone has put a hitch on the back of the Big M450 or something. So let's just take a let's just evaluate and see what's going on here. Going to let's pick up, turn off the baler. Let us unload. Oh, holy crap, that's some server lag there. Jesus. Holy shit. So someone has stuck a hitch on the Big M450. Yeah, that's actually, you know, that's quite a few bales that's been done there, actually. Look. You think about it. So yeah, we're still going to have to do some windrowing here on those kind of sections, but I've got most of it done, I think. So yeah, there you go. That's the Krone BiG M450 here, look. Or BiG M450, BiG M500, I should say. See some kind of the simple IC functions. So you've got the battery compartment here, the two batteries, the def canister. You have obviously the simple IC panels here on the side. So you can open and close the IC panels. So the engine is fully modeled inside, as you can see. So you can actually see the engine inside there, look. That engine actually shakes as well. There's a shaking animation on it. I don't know if you can see that though. It does actually move. You have the ladder is animated. You have the door here. The door opens up. There's a drum internally that spins as well. You guys have seen me show this stuff off before, but so you can close the door from the inside. There's a body seat up and down. The armrest. You have the internal clock here, the LED clock. You have the wipers. Okay, you can do that. You have the internal light. You have your key here that's animated as well. So the ignition key is animated. So it turns when the monitors come on. Then the input display is changed, that type of thing. So yeah, that's the Krone BiG M 500, my friends. So a PC only mod. It is available now for download. Mods.mygamesteam.com or the usual quote-unquote dodgy websites, the the non-mod hub websites that are out there, and you'll be able to download it. So once again, some a My Game Steam mod. He's got over 200 mods available. You might want to check out his stuff. Put a lot of work into this mod. Very happy with the end result. The quality of it is a lot better than the 19 version, in my opinion. So, my friends, we are going to end the stream there for now, I think. We shall pick this up again another time. You have the American flag here, and it actually moves as well. So yeah, we'll pick it up at another time. So, my friends, I'm going to say thank you all very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. And God willing, so we've been streaming now for 2.5 hours, or 2 hours and 28 minutes. I think it's probably a good time to call it there. I think, there are other streamers, of course, on YouTube, on Twitch, who do Farming Simulator. So you might want to check those guys out, if you want to watch something different. So thank you all very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. And God willing, we shall see you again in the next one. Take care.